Good evening, good evening, good evening.
What's up, my brother?
What's going on? What's going
How
on?
y'all doing, man? What up, though?
Good evening, everybody tapping in, man. Everybody about to tap in right now,
That's
man.
good. Do what y'all do, man.
I appreciate you guys for tapping in, man.
Oh, man. Hey, man, I love us, man.
Most definitely. Teamwork make that dream work.
I see my big brother right there. What's up, Chris?
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, God is the greatest, brother. Everything, all is truly well, sir.
That's good.
Everything will be well. All is truly well.
Yes.
Man, I've been loving the vibe, man. We've been getting so much good feedback.
Man, the vibe is amazing, baby. That's why I told you I gotta get on this old laptop today. I gotta turn it up, babe.
And we gonna make it work.
I gotta see Mr. Williams' face.
And we gonna make it work. We gonna make it work, man. We got a lot of good people that's gonna be on the seminars, like always.
Okay, this is what I'm gonna do, brother. I'm gonna go get my pen and paper, right? Because I like to write down good information that I'm receiving from our team.
I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go get a pen and paper, man, and jot down some great things.
Hey, teamwork make the dream work, and that's a good example, man. Everybody should definitely be following that example.
Yes, sir. It's a great example for us as a team.
Yeah, man, because we've been getting a lot of great information circulated. Most definitely. I see you with your pens and paper, Christopher. I see you. We've been getting a lot of great information going on the webinar, so I want to keep that going. And, I want to just make sure you guys are staying tuned. We got a lot of people that's on this seminar on a weekly basis from all over, which is a beautiful thing. It's beautiful. What up, Ralph? We got Ralph on the seminar, man. What up, Seven? We got Atlanta, we got Detroit, we got Cali in the building, a little bit of Chicago. We got a little
Absolutely.
I appreciate y'all, man, for joining me.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man. Anything for y'all, man. Anything.
Oh yeah, most definitely. As always, we about to have a great seminar.
Yes, sir, man. Like I say, I just really appreciate you, for giving us this opportunity. Or whatever, So I really appreciate that, and we're gonna definitely go ahead and hit the ground running with it.
Oh yeah, most definitely, man. We've been putting in some great work, man. We've been sowing some good seeds, man. So I just really want to connect everybody that's been, sowing those same seeds.
Hey man, I'm on a conference thing, man.
So we can, put together I've been talking about. For those of you who know me knows that, we always talking about we're always talking about, expanding. We're always talking about building each other up, celebrating each other. And that's really the most important thing, especially when this comes to, uniting and getting together and, pushing, one goal and even separate goals, because all of our goals, add up into one big goal. So like I said, it's all about pushing that community, man. And I'm actually honored to have you guys a part of our community and especially joining into our seminars and, participating in all of our different events and activities that we've had in the past. If you have, joined, pretty much every one of you on the seminars have, been a part of some type of event or activity or some type of project. And I want to continue on building. We got a couple more people tuning in. We still got people tuning in. Matter of fact, you already know the drill. If you already been on our seminars, man, hit that chat. Let's blow the chat out real quick. Let's post your social medias, websites. Let's get to know each other. And not only hit the chat, let's follow each other's social medias. Let's follow each other. Let's tune in to each other's websites. And let's connect. That's what this is all about. So let's blow that chat up. Post your social medias, post your websites. I'm loving pretty much all of the different energy that we're always getting every seminar. Again, every week we tune in with each other, we connect with each other, and we share information, important information, especially through this hard time. So I want to continue on doing that. So make sure you guys tune in, blow that chat up. I got a couple more people tuning in, so let me make sure we help them tune in and get tuned into the seminar, and then we're gonna get started in just a few seconds.
What's going on, everybody? What's going on?
How y'all doing?
I'm doing pretty good. So I just want to introduce myself. So My name is Ralph. A little bit about me. I'm an actor, of course. I'm a sign model. I'm a personal fitness trainer. So any type of marketing skills that you guys want to use as far as like getting the brand out there, I'd be more than happy to assist with that. I got a huge following. I can definitely get you guys out there. And we can just definitely, like I said, just get the ground running from there. I want to make sure I get everyone's social media that's on the phone right now so I can make sure I add you guys and kind of just, let people know about what we have going on. And then we can just kind of go from there.
Most definitely. And again, everybody, if you haven't hit the chat, shout out to Ralph again. Shout out to
Absolutely.
Bernard. Shout out to everybody on the Instagram.
Absolutely.
If you're just getting into the chat, make sure you blow that chat up. Make sure you post your social medias. Make sure you post your websites. Bernard, do I still have you on similar?
Yes, sir. I'm on here, sir, and I'm putting my social media in. I'm ready for you whenever you're ready for me, sir.
Most definitely. I want to so I really want to just pretty much get you to introduce yourself and kind of tell our newcomers a little bit about yourself and your companies and the services that you provide.
First and foremost, my name is Renard. I'm a health and wellness fitness instructor over in the metropolitan Detroit area. I've been cross country with the health and wellness, been doing it over 12 years. I just like to have fun, get healthy. I understand I was once one of them individuals, sedentary individual, sit on the couch, eat a bunch of chips and just have fun, scratch my, whatever, another story. But I went to another zone many years ago. It's been working. I have a nice company that all spent from me being a health and wellness instructor, which is called Hard Work, Pay the Bills. Many years ago, I was in a very suburban area with a lot of individuals of Europeans and foreigners and different things like that with a lot of money. And they really, put a black man through the test to see what they really had to offer as far as transforming individuals' bodies and different things like that. So over a period of time, I got quite a few great clients, and they my friends, family, and loved ones to this day, and that was over 12 years ago. So we used to do a lot of kickboxing, which I still do today, in the fitness center called Bad Boy Gym. So how the name originated as a founder of Hard Work, Pay the Bills Clothing and Apparel, it was a simple chat that at first it was only 2 people or 3 people on the floor. You got to start somewhere. So nobody knew who I was and anything like that. I carved out a nice niche over a period of time of 6 months to a year from 2 people on a kickboxing floor, me not knowing anything about kickboxing, that I taught myself through a couple good individuals that was already doing kickboxing. I just started a chant because it was very motivational to the people, and I just came up with hard work, pay the bills. Hard work, pay the bills. If you work hard, pay your bills. Hard work, pay the bills. And this chant turned into what it is today, 10 years later, of a great company with a lot of meaning, because it's real simple. I sell things, our great products all the time by just saying simple things. I ask people this: you work hard? The average person does, like myself. Yes. You pay your bills? That's how they look. Of course they do. I got them where I want them. I can sell them a great product now. I said, well, you like the product? Hard work, pay the bills, correct? Yeah. So we having a lot of fun with this through the pandemic. It's been doing very well because we had to go into creative zones. Everybody know what I'm talking about. If you're an individual like me as an entrepreneur, I had to go in an individual zone. The bills still got to be paid. The government could tell you a lot of lies that the bills ain't got to be paid. They could put them on halt. But at the end of the day, if your bills is $300 the first month, they $400 the next month. And if they $400 the next month, they $500 the next month. So where we going to get the money at? If they telling us you get a stimulus check of $1,200, that ain't going to pay my rent. My rent is
so real quick.
$1,200.
So what's some of the things that you really been applying to your business and your company to stay afloat in this pandemic, for those that don't know?
Well, I got two major things that I've been applying since the pandemic, since actually March 21st, 2020, when the pandemic really got, tough with it. First thing I've been doing virtual training with my hard work pay the bills. So it's been doing very, very well because a lot of individuals out there, they want to stay healthy. They need some accountability. They need a coach. So I've been posting a lot of virtual training, showing them what I have to offer. So people are like chiming in through social media, which is a great tool for advertisement, and it's free depending on what tools you're using. I do a lot of Instagram marketing and strategies and Facebook, which is good for me.
Right.
Secondly, with the clothing, it's been supply and demand. The masks have been amazing for me and my team. I thank God for that. I don't thank God that things happen and occurred for us to go through what we're going through now. But being in position, we've had our masks for over 2 years. So when the pandemic started, about you had to wear masks, wash your hands, different things like that, just to make a long story short, we was already in position because we used to sell a lot of individuals that ride a lot of bikes, skiing, the dunes, up in four-wheeler ATVs and different things, masks. So we have microfiber UV masks, which are very, very good for outdoor, indoor, and most importantly for any and everything. And they're protective UV and microfiber gator neck face mask. So it's been supply and demand. I thank God, like I said, and it's been working very well for our team. So y'all can always tap in. Make sure you go to @TopTrainerRenard. That's on Instagram. That's TopTrainerRenard on Instagram, and you'll see hard work pay the bills. So just do some tapping in. Look what we have to offer. And as always, everybody on this segment gets 25% off total purchase. So whatever the amount is, you're going to get 25% off because I love our team. So, I'm just adding value to the company. And with our virtual training, just so you know, if you own this segment, which we got Lex Cam on there, we had to reschedule a training today. Thank you, Lex Cam, for tapping in with me, sister. We're going to make that happen ASAP. And I promise you that because I had a lot of runaround things to do. So we will tap in. So if you do want to do any type of virtual training with me, I'm just letting you know with a package. If you order any package with me, you will get a free training session. So you'll know, just have an idea of that. You will get a free training session with any package you purchase.
So real quick, Bernard, and I appreciate you for that. Real quick, what's a real good tip that you can give any business owners, any entrepreneurs on this call, and anyone that's going to be listening to the recap?
Honestly, our team there's a lot of entrepreneurs on this segment. As an entrepreneur, we have to have the entrepreneur mindset to stay creative in any market, no matter what it is. You have to be creative. You have to. It's a forever changing, like the stock market is very volatile. So like right now, I got masks. They're popping. Tomorrow, nobody may not want a mask. Government may say, no mask today. You don't have to wear a mask. Well, as an entrepreneur mindset, I already have fanny packs. It was just on CNN today. Fanny packs are very, very trendy right now. So I just ordered a couple cases of some real nice 3-zipper fanny packs, which they're rocking them all over the world. So I'm already in tune for what's the next phase, and we got to stay creative.
Right. Oh, I really appreciate you for that, man. I really appreciate you for always tapping in, man. And I see you already posted the social media and your website in the chat. So if you just tuning into the seminar, make sure you post your social media and your website in the chat. Blow that chat up if you haven't already. I actually want to introduce a very, very special guest. I got Deshaun Franklin on the line. Let me get him.
That's my guy.
Most definitely, man. Let me make sure he in there. I made it mute. Let me let you unmute yourself. I got you.
Did it? All right, we good.
Yeah, what's going on? What's
Hey,
going
what's
on,
going on,
man?
everybody, man? Everything good, man? How you doing?
Man, I am blessed, man. We still rolling. We still pushing. We still connecting, man, from all over the world. We got a lot of people from all over the world tapped in. So I just really want to connect with my people, because it's the perfect time to do that. So, I'm blessed.
I appreciate this interaction, man. To get a little lonely in this house.
I mean, we've been rocking for a few years now, so I really wanted to get your input on what we was doing, and I didn't want people to forget the whole reason why we built our companies and why the whole reason why we built our brands is to connect, and you was like the main, one of the main examples, to really have on here because you connect people from all over the world, with your fashion shows, and that's important. That's the most important thing about everything we do. I think people get distracted with all the lights and the glitz and the glam and the turn up, and they forget exactly what it is that we do. So that's the perfect, this the perfect time to remind them.
Right. Yeah, man. The platform has been beautiful, man. We 13 years in this year. We was actually on the road when the pandemic hit. We was getting ready for a show in LA. And,
Right.
it hit LA before it got here, so it was
Man,
we was kind of stuck down there, man. So we was trying to figure it out, but
I was getting ready to come down there. I was literally about to hit the road, and my LA family called me like, "Don't even do it."
Nah, we adjusted immediately. I mean, because I was calling back home and nobody was really panicking, but in LA they was already buying sanitizer and cleaning the shelves. But man, yeah, it's been 13 years, man, and we've been able to stretch out. 26 cities. We got 3 countries now. This year we was planning to go to Nigeria, but we on God's speed, so I think that'll be 2021. But it's all working, man, and the biggest thing was just building our network. So 13 years in, all we've been doing is collecting data and making sure that we always in touch with the people. And we started with no emails or contact information, but we got about 40,000 contacts from all over the world now. So through the email blast, we can reach 40,000 people with one hit. And it started with no emails. So I think just capturing data and just going out and finding out what works and what don't work, and keeping the good, scrapping the bad, and staying consistent, man. And that's what this journey been about. And I think really, the longer I've been doing it and we've been doing it, we appreciate. I think people appreciate seeing the growth. It's almost like watching us grow up. Because if you saw walk one and then you see where we are now, I mean, they don't even resemble, but you appreciate the growth and. The times we fell and bumped our head, but when we got back up, we already had another show planned. We were never gonna stop. I mean, it was just like we was just gonna have to alter and do things a different way. And honestly, there's no blueprint for what we do. I mean, some fashion shows, but not a lot of people do it the way we do it with the amount of people we give opportunities to. So a lot of the things that we've established and started and do, we have to create our own platform. Create our own system of doing it. So we weren't able to we didn't have the luxury of watching a different show and copying it. Like every time we step out, we stepping out and we figure it out as we go. And then it's just a fearless group of people. And we got a vision and, nothing gonna stop us from, making this a household name.
I could vouch for that. Real quick, Deshaun, what's some of the things that, because you mentioned, you just have to, figure out what works. What's some of the things that you feel like work right now?
In terms of during the pandemic?
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, is marketing. I mean, but I feel like marketing in any business is always, but I mean, more so now than before. It's causing us business owners to be creative in our marketing. I mean, of course, you do a lot of the same, I mean, we can't go out and pass out flyers or interact with people face to face. So it's causing you to do different things. Like it's made me stretch out. So, I mean, I'm actually really thankful for the pandemic because we were about to get in the real tour mode. And once we in it, we can't really work. You don't have a lot of time to make changes. You don't have a lot of time to implement new things. So this actually gave us the break we needed. I mean, that we wouldn't have gave ourselves. So, to get back and restructure and start doing things the right way. But with us, we just been really doing stuff like doing challenges. We launched the fashion show challenge where we have people go out and walk, be creative. We had over 500 submissions, and we ended up doing like an 18-minute fashion show that we aired on live. That was good. We also, we were due to release our 4th issue of our magazine before the pandemic hit, of our physical magazine. And of course, we weren't able to do any print copies. So what we did in the interim is that was going to be our 4th issue, but we launched the online Walk Magazine 3.5. And we had people submit from all over and submit editorial images, and we created an online piece. Just to stay active, to keep people knowing that the name is here, that we're not going nowhere, that we're strong. And then also, all of us own business, we have people that really look up to us, and just to let, sometimes it gives them that little push that they need to see that the people that they look up to still doing well. So I think it's important to stay active and not show any panic right now.
Most definitely. That's one thing that I really respected about when I seen you still moving. That's one thing that I said to myself, like, people need to see that. People need to, because, I was even getting text messages about, Walk, like, is Walk about to cancel? I'm like, look, nah. And this is before everything, like, they hit me. So I'm like, nope, we ain't cancel. We everything's still going. We doing LA next. Because I had just got back from Mardi Gras. We did Mardi Gras before that. And then we did, I think before that was New York Fashion Week. So I'm like, look, everything is popping. Like, we doing it. We going to the next one. We going to the next one. We got this whole tour. Because, we had our dates, too, planned out. And, every time we, our dates always could fly.
Cross, right.
So it's like, yeah, we rocking, like, all the time. So that was just really important. And that gave, everybody motivation, and I feel like that was the type of motivation that I wanted to get involved in. That's what I was wrecking my brain for 2 weeks straight. Like, yo, what else can we do? We not on the road. Because, you like you said, once you're in tour mode, you get your whole mind wrapped into that. You get in a whole mode. It's like a go mode. And everything just shut down. It was at a complete stop. So it was just like, all right, what else do we have right now? You know what I mean? That's of value, not just what we could just throw out there. So I really appreciate that, man. Are you doing another virtual fashion show?
It's the request. People still submitting. we put the deadline about a month ago. We still getting submissions. So right now we're working on the kids. We're gonna do one just for the kids, and then probably do another one for the adults, depending on how long this thing lasts. But right now, we kind of just playing it by ear. But we got to be safe because our events gonna host large gatherings, so we got to really kind of be patient and be mindful. So yeah, we definitely kind of playing, and that's the thing about marketing. It's always changing. And so
let me ask you this, because I'm in different markets still, right? And I see it's a change, like Atlanta, right? It's pretty much over, it's events popping off, everything like that. What do you feel about that aspect of it right now? And before you answer that, when do you think everything is going to go back to normal, if it do?
Well, I think it's a new, what they call it, a new normal. I think we're going to be in the cleanest society we ever been in.
Right, yeah.
We ain't going to be dirt nowhere, So right. I think that's a fact, but I'm not personally, me and my partner Crystal and the Walk team, we just not personally ready to put people in that situation, even though Atlanta, quote unquote open, just not ready. I don't want to be a test. I don't want to have our models and our Walk family being test dummies. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'll slow. We can slow it up. We're not going nowhere. We 13 in. We'll be here 13 more. So we can be patient. Going in it, I guarantee I wouldn't have been sounding the same way. Because I think I was like every other business owner. We was all panicking, didn't know. Didn't know where our money was coming from. Didn't know how we was going, patch it up. Didn't know when this was going to end. And then, lack of leadership from up top. We don't know who to listen to.
Yeah.
Yeah, so when you add all those things together, I think 2 months ago, my tune has changed, even in the pandemic. And again, that's why you always evolve and you always refocusing, and and so we'll be fine. We're not putting nobody in that harm's way. Not yet. Not yet.
Most definitely. Most definitely. I think you guys got so many different. It's the opportunity to see everything else that you guys have to offer. You know what I mean? Same thing with our platform. I think a lot of people didn't know what exclusive models were, and I had to check myself. Because I when I got in a panic real quick, it's like, oh, we had to postpone the tour. Oh man, it's over. And it's like, no, it's not, because we didn't start on the tour. We didn't start on the road. We started with a goal. We started with a message. And I had to get back to that message. You know what I mean? That message was, connecting with different people and, really building real relationships and not those fake Hollywood relationships. And you know what I mean?
Right, all day.
That's what happens. That's what tends to happen in this industry. We get those, you know how it goes. Like, oh, we gonna link, and then we never link, or what, everything goes, just so many ways. But I wanted to get out of that, and I wanted to change the game. And even on the aspect of people, judging certain platforms, like, oh, that was unorganized, or this wasn't put together right. It's like, no, instead of doing that, let's make solutions. Let's bring solutions. If you need more models, I'm gonna bring more models. If you need a media team, I'm gonna bring a media team. If you need volunteers, I'm gonna bring volunteers. If you need, whatever the case may be. And I think that's how our mindset should be. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, we preach that all the time, but that's also just part of the nature of the beast too. Unfortunately, when you doing, you making waves, you're gonna have some people that don't agree. And I put in my blogs all the time that I just posted probably a couple months ago. Everybody not a hater. Some people just don't like what you do, which is okay. You know what I'm saying? Which is okay. Because anytime you stand for something, you're gonna stand for something that somebody else don't agree with. So
that's deep.
And that's part of how we feel with our platform. I mean, there's a million ways to do a fashion show. So and it's art. So there's no really one real true way to do art or express art. So there's no right way of doing it. So in expressing yourself and doing things you do, you have to understand that a whole another group of people are not gonna like you. You almost like a referee. You call a foul on the home team, they happy, but the visiting team not. So it's like so.
Right.
You know what I mean? So somebody always gonna have something, but that's when you have to really stand on what your brand is about, what's your mission, and you stand behind that, and you don't have any problems with the naysayers or what people focus on. People gonna focus on what they focus on, but you just keep bringing that heat, man, and that's what Walk done. We just keep evolving and getting better. And,
most definitely.
And that's what I want to do. I want us to continue to just grow and be the biggest platform in the world. And that's I didn't get into this to be small. I mean, so if anybody think that we trying to take over, we are. We are. I mean, I got a master's degree. If I wanted to just work and just make a living, I could go and do that.
Yeah.
I came in this to be recognized as one of the best producers and to take a brand from a nightclub to all over the world. And and we on our way.
Respect. All right, one more. So, because I've been getting a lot of requests, because you know what, when we first started the seminar, a lot of people thought we were just going to talk about fashion because we're a magazine, right? And when the first couple ones, we was talking about the stock market, we was talking about getting your credit right, we was talking about we got tutoring programs, all types of stuff, right? Because I wanted to show them what we was really about, right? But I've been getting a lot of requests from all my models, all the photographers, all the people, all my fashion family, right? And in that industry, and they've been asking me, how can we continue in this pandemic? What's a good tip that you can give our fashion family, models, photographers, designers, the whole nine? What's a good tip that we can give them, that you can give them to remain stagnant or to continue on with their brand even in these times?
This the time we've taken to clean up our brand. So I mean, I'm a football coach. I've been coaching football like 20 years. So one thing we do, and the reason I bring that up is one thing we do in coaching, good coaches, they go back and they do what we call self-scout, and go back and watch your own games and watch some things that you did and what you could have done better. So, a lot of times you spend a lot of time scouting other teams, but a lot of times you don't scout your own team and see what your flaws are on your own team. So I think this is the time to self-scout, to go back and look at the, whether you're a designer or a model, and self-scout. If you feel like you need to be in better shape, get yourself in shape. You feel like your walk needs some work, put some work in it. You don't have a website yet. You don't have business cards yet. You don't have, you don't have a good pair of heels. You get the unemployment check. Go get it. It's the time. Like this, this is the time. This is the time to self-scout and really reflect and get things right, and then come out of this thing with a true plan. Because keep the stuff that's been working for you, but I guarantee it's some things that you overlook. And then the other thing too is just remain focused on your own stuff. Because right now it's easy to look at what other people doing, surf through the Instagram and watch other people's businesses and see, oh man, and that's one thing we do. We get excited. Oh man, they got a food truck. I'm gonna open a food truck. Oh man, they do, figure out what it is that you want to do and stick to it and go get it. And be good at that. Laser focus. You know what I'm saying? That same light spread through the room, but that same light focus is a laser. You know what I'm saying? And that's what this time has been for us. It's just really self-scouting and getting ourselves ready to we coming out of this thing full go.
Go mode.
I'm thanking God for the pause, man, because like I said, we got all this momentum. I feel like, I'm about to jet down the runway, bro.
Facts.
I'm ready for takeoff. I feel like I'm at the horse races. They holding me back, man. But when that came for me, bro.
I already know how you feel. I was so believe you so much, man. I really appreciate you, man, for hopping on, man, taking the time out, man. I think you dropped some real jewels on them. We had a great seminar again. Real quick, what's some of the things that you want the people to know that you have coming up?
Really following the movement, man. WalkFashionShow.com. The show's coming to a town near you. We got the Walk magazine. We got the Walk University, which is our kids platform. We also releasing a magazine just for the kids. We're launching the sewing classes. We're gonna start doing some virtual sewing classes, some virtual model classes, and then we also have our Walk Marketplace, and that's where you'll be able to shop with any independent designers. So if you want to shop clothes from designers that you might not have known, you'll be able to do that through our Walk Marketplace. So those are a lot of things. But yeah, tap in. And then on the other side of the Deshaun Franklin, my personal brand, DeshaunFranklin.com, we'll be, we're working on the Men's Empowerment Conference, bringing that back. But again, we'll be working, seeing how that's going to work with the large gatherings. But we'll be doing that as well. But yeah, so yeah, follow the movement, WalkFashionShow.com, and then my personal is DeshaunFranklin.com, and please drop me yours. I'm always looking to grow and build, man. I'm sure everybody on here do something that we can kind of figure out how we can work together in some way. That's what I'm all about.
Most definitely, man. It's all love, man. Again, blow that chat up, man, so Deshaun can see all y'all websites and all your social medias. I just want to take this last 5 minutes of this seminar to shout out a couple different brands and to, put you guys, pretty much to update you guys on a couple different things that we got coming up as a whole. We got C Denim Virtual Fashion Show coming up. So be on the lookout for the virtual casting that we're going to have for that. We got co-creation curbside services, so definitely follow them and all the different special deals that they have on their apparel. Again, we got hard work pay to build fitness with webinars and
I remember that episode.
make sure you guys submit that. And then we're also doing free consultation especially if you're tuning in to our seminars and if you're following our platform. And then we have Artist Cosmetics. She actually have a liquid foundation, so make sure you follow her page and check out her different accessories that she has, her different cosmetics. And then we have our podcast coming up, where we're going to actually turn our seminars into the podcast, pretty much adding different advertisements. So if you're a brand rocking with us, make sure you get with me so we can produce your advertisement, get all of your details, in line for our next issue of our magazine as well. And then we also have the Delo Loft in Atlanta, that's open for private sessions only, and different activities like that. So we've been doing like different product shoots, just different small things like that. If you're in a different state, or if you don't, if you don't want to come out, you can ship your products to us, and we'll ship them back, along with the actual content. So make sure you contact us to pretty much set up your private sessions. And then we have Real Deal Productions, BOGO deals. Like I said, we have private sessions going on. So they're going to actually be partnering up with us to actually produce those private sessions along with a couple other of our media specialists. And then I'll actually post Real Deal Productions email, because they actually have a couple upcoming films that they're casting, that they're doing virtual castings for any actors or actresses that we have. So I'll make sure I post their email for you guys to send any demo reels or headshots that you guys may have. And then we also have a TV show that's going to be premiered on Stars July 12th called P-Valley. So I really want to make sure you guys, if you don't have Stars, make sure you download Stars, or, get it subscribed on, your cable company, because it's going to be a big show. And I really want to, it was a lot of work put into that. We actually shot that on Tyler Perry Studios. I want to shout out Tyler Perry, for giving us that opportunity. So, definitely look out for that. And we actually have another project that we're working on called Jug. So again, if you're an actor or actress, or even if you're in any production category, make sure you submit, and I'll make sure I'll get you guys that information. And then we have the vision board contest coming up. So make sure you guys get your, products together, everything that you need for your vision boards. We're going to be giving out some good prizes from a couple of our sponsors for who got the best vision board. And then, again, we have the next issue coming up. So if you haven't already gotten with us or submitted any content for the next issue, make sure you get that in ASAP, because we're going to be dropping that next month.
Like I said, it's refreshing to hear him. I love to hear him talk. I love what he's doing. I've been to many of his shows. I've shot at his shows. I just think he's a real positive brother that's really doing something. And perseverance is so important, and I like that he expresses that.
Most definitely.
So and I can't wait to see what he has to do next. And I like the fact that he is considerate of everybody in regards to not getting everybody back out there, until, it's kind of safer, not safe, but safer, because that's what I'm in the same kind of boat with the photography end of it. The graphic design is going good because, it's online and virtual, but, to be in front of somebody is kind of testy. So I appreciate, his consideration for everybody.
Right. Most definitely. I do too. That's why I really wanted to give you the chance to make that statement, because that was very important. Because it's very important to show that we have people out there that's like that, and to especially show people that's at that really do what we do, and that's at the level that we're at, to show that we're affected the same.
Exactly.
We can all get through this together. And that's really the main goal, and the main message, especially with everything that we've been doing, even with the seminars. But
exactly. Because I really appreciate, his longevity, because he's doing a lot. He's got his hand in everything, which is great, because it shows how versatile he is. And like I said, I really respect him, and I really, understand what he's going through, the how you say, the journey. I respect the journey.
Most definitely. I think it's very important for us all to celebrate each other's accomplishments. Just like you're doing, just like we are doing. And really find different ways, like you said, to work together, put something together. And that's what we're all about. That's the only reason why we're doing what we're doing, and that's the only reason why we don't work with everyone. So it's really an honor to have everyone always tuning in. I think this is going on the 4th or 5th week that everybody been tuning in, and we've really been touching on some very important topics. And we've really been touching on some we've really just been putting a lot of great information out there, and it's been amazing to see how this information has been causing so many different important conversations. Because many of you guys have been, hitting me up, and I've been hitting many of you guys up talking about the stock market and getting, our portfolios together and putting different things into motion that we never really thought that we put into motion. So it's really been beautiful growing with you guys, and feel free to, invite, someone on our next seminar, and, so they can, put out their experiences, and grow with us. That's what the seminar is about. So I really want to give, everyone an opportunity to get on, and, express themselves and, put out different information. I actually have a couple different, health administrators and a couple different health professionals that's going to get on the next one, and really give out tips and different information that we need, because there's a lot of misinformation out here. So it's really up to us to share the real information, share facts, and share different tips to help each other grow. So again, I appreciate every single one of you guys for hopping on this seminar, and I really want to make sure we continue on growing. So again, blow up that chat. If you guys have any questions or concerns, make sure you guys get with me. And I'm gonna give you guys this last 5 minutes of the seminar to pretty much connect with each other, follow each other's social medias, follow each other's websites. If you guys any questions for me concerning any upcoming events or activities, or any information that we went over on the seminar, make sure I'm gonna still be on. So make sure you tap in.
Wait, no, I have a question. You said the magazine is dropping next month, but do you know in mid-June, late June? Do you have any idea when?
So what I wanted to do, I wanted to either vote on a date. I wanted to talk to a couple of my partners, because I wanted to start the campaign around the premiere of the magazine. And I just wanted to make sure it's the safest route possible for everyone. So, I mean, most likely it'd be a virtual, premiere, where we'll premiere the magazine, and then we'll only invite certain people to that virtual premiere to actually premiere the magazine, and get more people involved and get people, orders in, everybody that wants, a digital physical copy.
Okay, thank you.
Most definitely. I know you got some. Hey, I don't even want to get your head up. You'll see. Stuff so far.
Okay.
But I really want to get. I just want to continue on moving forward. Especially, we getting a lot of good feedback from these seminars, and especially from our recaps. That's why I wanted to make sure that we was recording. This last piece of the segment. But I really wanted to keep it short. Really wanted to be more considerate of you guys' time, and just give you guys enough time to interact, because that's what it's all about. But make sure we get that important information out there, and continue on connecting on a weekly basis. So again, like I said, feel free to invite your friends and your family on to the next seminar, so we could just have more interaction, and let people in a little bit more into what we're doing, because I know we all have everything going on. So I really just want to make sure that we are connected. Everybody is celebrating each other's accomplishments, and we pushing forward together. So again, blow up that chat. If you haven't already, let's start a whole new chat. And if you guys have any questions or concerns for me, just let me know.
Well, as I'm saying, what's up, D? I'm just waiting for this pandemic to be over, man. It's things are starting to pick back up on my end as far as work is concerned. Me.
I see you out there. I see you still moving, man. I think the biggest thing for us is just stay, creative, especially like Deshaun touched on, like just staying creative. Um, even Renard, touched on that, staying creative, in what we do, it's no guidebook in what we do. So we got to continue on moving forward with what we have and, never take that for granted, but stay connected, and I think that's important for us, in what we're doing as well, staying connected, with everybody and still building onto our community.
Yeah, I mean, for me, like I said, I don't think my last shoot was back in February of this year. 2 weeks ago, I just shot at a dope location that you won't probably ever catch any other photographer shooting at in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
So I can make, I make a couple things happen as far as what I want. My vision is a little bit different from a lot of other photographers. Like I always say, shooting with me is just not just another session with another photographer. It's an experience. It's something that, when, once most people, once most people finish shooting with me, they leave with a different vibe. One of the models that we shoot, confidence. Some models are not confident. Some people are not confident, doing certain poses or posing in certain outfits. So I kind of help bring a different, a different aspect of shooting, to get people to be a little bit more natural. Like I said, things are picking up for me. I know, we used to doing a lot of work, I'm still working through a minor setback because I not lost, but right now my files, I'm getting some files recovered that it's just one of the things I try to upload and get everything virtual, as well as on my external hard drives.
Okay.
So right now I'm in a little photo pandemic, so to speak, because one of my hard drives fell. So now I gotta I'm trying to find some heads so that way I can replace the heads on my drive. Cause I do a lot of my work and repair work myself on a lot of my equipment, due to the fact that in this business, a lot of times, if you got a camera equipment down or a hard drive goes bad, it takes time to get that stuff fixed.
Right.
So I do a lot of my own repairs on my cameras and on my hard drives, a lot of disk recovery, that's just in case. So right now, I'm coming up with a little special, to try to push out this weekend, and as time's going on, more and more people coming out. It's not that they don't want to shoot. It's just, some photographers, they're not available. Some people are really not, I was stagnant for a minute until I posted, the last couple of weeks. So, some of my clients and people that follow me on Instagram, now, so most people will be like, yo, they reaching out. This pandemic has been a killer for photographers, for those who've been busy every day, all day, down at Denim Shop, at the
Right.
Deloach. I mean, it was always something going on a Wednesday or Thursday, definitely on a Friday. So, it's brought a lot of us to a grinding halt.
Yeah.
Staying steady. I had this opportunity, to work on my credit, and also to invest a whole lot more. So I know we touched last seminar. So there's a lot of stuff that I've been doing outside of my business. I know we got the drones, you fly drones, I fly drones. So, that's something else that I actually went back into, because most people don't know about my business is I started off doing aerial photography, drone photography.
I did too.
And
That
all
was
of a
my first
sudden,
camera.
exactly, and all of a sudden, somebody reached out to me and was like, "Yo, can you take some pictures and do some video?" Next, I went from having an entry level camera, doing this thing, and then all of a sudden, he was like, "Oh man, you did that," and it mushroomed into something totally different,
Yeah,
which was a blessing for me because when you new on the scene and no one's ever heard of you, and and you really don't have work to show, it's kind of hard to, for people to have faith in what you do without them seeing, because, you know, every client that we deal with, you know, it's visual. I want to see what you did. I want to see how good your work is. You know, um, Recently retiring from the military, and being able to dedicate a lot of my time now full time to what I do has been another blessing. Um, I hired my son, somebody who's a photographer, a videographer. If you hire your kids,
that's dope.
my son is 15. You hire tax deduction that you can get back on your business if you have um, one of your children working for you. Um, and the crazy thing is, I learned that from a young lady who's more like a PR rep. She was going out there to helping people get their businesses started up and stuff like that, and doing advertising. She was like, "Hey, you ever, you got kids? I was like, you 15. As long as they 15, that's a tax deduction. You set them up a bank account, and you fill out that paperwork. When you file your taxes, that's something that comes back to you. So,
Right.
even he's into videoing and editing and stuff like that. So I'm using him, to help me, and I can pay him, money, and in turn, that's a deduction for my business at the end of.
I would love to have her on the seminar one day. Just to get some more information on what she think about the pandemic. And I definitely appreciate you for dropping those rules. We always exchanging important information. You know what
And
I
the
mean?
biggest thing, what most people don't realize is, as a business owner, whether small business working for yourself, lines of credit. Most people don't know about. They open up a business, they get a IEN number, and they think they're good to go. A lot of times when you want to government agencies or even possibly even get a government contract, to like photographers to take pictures, whether it be headshots for government employees, you get a Dunn's number, you know, um, to get that and get a 3 or 4 lines of credit going on your Dunn's number. It's easy to get business credit because you don't want to be a personal guarantor. You know what I'm saying? To try to get business credit. And most people don't realize is when they go out to get business credit, the first thing they ask, okay, it's a business, but then they want your social, because they holding you as the personal guarantor. That's something that you want to move away from, especially if you don't have good credit. Getting a Dunn's number, getting some, 3 or 4 lines of credit or on a Dunn's number, that can get you, you know, $20,000 to $50,000 in credit, to where you can go out and like, okay, I'm a photographer. I may want to get a business credit card at Best Buy, or I may want to go to the bank. It makes it a whole lot easier to get a small business loan. Um, some of these business loans are forgivable. Um, I'm in the process of right now writing my own grant for my business. Where if I wanted to go get a building, or just to have some income, so that way I can go out there and buy additional equipment and get things. Not to say I'm gonna use the whole max line of credit just because, or money just because it's a grant, but to have what you need when it's time for you to have it. You know, I'm a traveling photographer. You know, I went out and got my passport. You know, I did 2 shoots. I'm sorry, not last year, 2018, Dominican Republic and Puerto Rico. You know, so most people don't realize, you know, traveling photographer is just not, you know, I tell people when I say I'm a traveling photographer, I'm just not locally within the state and go and say, you know, I go from state to state to state, and I'm ready to go out the country. So I'm thinking on a broader horizon of how I want to expand my business, how I want to, you know, reach other people. You know, I just don't want to shoot fashion shows in Atlanta. I want to go everywhere. You know, my man who's, you know, with Walk Fashion, you know, that's where I met you at, 2-3 years ago, Walk Fashion. You know, you had your
Yep.
and like I said, that was one of the first outdoor fashion shows I shot, and I knew nobody.
Right.
And, you know, I like to network with other people. If I can't shoot it, you know, I'm gonna turn you on. I tell people you part of my team. You know, just so that way I can defer the work, because I rather, you know, get the work. You know, and I tell people all the time, you know, I set up a price and I discuss it before I defer the work to make sure that the price that I quoted is good enough for the person that I'm gonna refer the work to. And if you're good with the price, then I refer business. I've done that for a couple other people that I just met, you know, just off on the side as a photographer, and looked at their work. As long as you come correct and, you know, you're reputable, you handle yourself like a professional, you know, you may get more work. You know, if I can't do it, I'd rather keep the money where I know, you know what, you know, hey, I send it to Lexicam, or I send it to you, I send it to another photographer that I met. You know, I'm not too prideful to say I want all the money. There's a lot of food on the table to eat.
Most definitely.
When I got into this business, most photographers, when they want to eat they want to eat at the table by themselves.
Right.
Now, you know, everybody can eat at this table. There's more than enough food to eat at this table. So, you know, we can all do it together. Each one teach one. We all eat together, just not from the same spoon. You know what I'm saying?
And that's why we family, man. That's why we gonna be successful. That's why we are successful. That's why we stay blessed to even have the experiences that we have, and reach out and still connect with the people that we have, and have the relationships that we have, because we genuine people. You know, we have longevity. Like, I have relationships over the years. You know, speaking of that, I want to shout out Kenya Powell real quick. She just tuned in on this segment. She just got back from Atlanta. We just did a wonderful product shoot for her brand, and you know, we've been rocking for some years. What up, Kenya? Still got Kenya on the line?
Yes, I'm here.
What's going on?
How you doing? I'm okay. How are you?
I can't complain. I'm blessed. You know, we still moving forward. You know, we still connecting. We still got our beautiful team intact, and you know, we just got some beautiful some beautiful content over the week created. So we still getting it together in post. So I'm really excited to put that out, and you already know we got this magazine popping on. So, what about you?
Huh?
What about you? What's going on there? And I see you got the curbside service going on. How's that going? I know you did.
Yeah, I started back curbside yesterday. Well, I got back from Atlanta Wednesday, and I started curbside yesterday. So that's going pretty good, because a lot of the stores are still not open. So people are ordering from the website, or they're just kind of like stopping by if they in the area. So far I have no complaints for curbside. It's been going pretty well.
That's dope. That's dope. That's good to hear. That's motivation, because you know. I mean, I think around this time when we started these virtual seminars, I think that's right around the time that you started your curbside service. And
Mm-hmm.
it's just wonderful to see that it, is growing, and that's motivation. That's one of the reasons why I love bringing it up, because it's, a prime example to show different entrepreneurs and businesses that they can adapt to what's going on and, still prosper. And I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure
definitely.
new
Mm-hmm.
things. And it's showing us
Yeah,
some new things.
yeah, definitely. And of course, it's not comparable to how things were before it started, but no, I don't go in there not one day and leave without making any money. So with everything that's going on, that's definitely a plus.
Most definitely, most definitely. And that's something that I definitely respect about you and a lot of other brands that we work with. We steady adapt to our environment. That's what I want to, really motivate everybody else to do. So continue on doing that, man. Congratulations for all your accomplishments. Keep
Thank
pushing the
you.
brand. Teamwork make the dream work. We gonna still be there. Exclusive Models Magazine is backing it all the way.
Definitely. And I will probably come back to Atlanta maybe in next month or July so I can do a full shoot. I just kind of, we did like a little sneak peek, but I do
That's
want to come
cool.
back and I do want to come back and do another shoot next month.
Oh yeah, let's definitely let's do it. Let's do it. Let's lock in. We got more time on our hands to get more creative. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. I definitely appreciate you for tuning in. I know you had a busy day. We still dream chasing, and I appreciate everyone for tuning in, because we're all dream chasing in our own way. So definitely, if you haven't already, blow up that chat. Make sure you post your social media, your websites. Can you talk about any upcoming events or activities that you got? Not events or activities, but more like promo specials or anything special that you have coming up.
Well, I'm trying to see if I could possibly put together an outdoor event, maybe not per se a fashion show, but a pop-up shop, because I see that people are still reaching out to me to ask me when the next event is going to be. And of course, that's questionable. So I think I'm going to do like an outdoor pop-up shop, not nothing too big, maybe like 20 vendors, maybe like 20 vendors at like a park, but I'm a plan for like July. So hopefully everything is somewhat normal by then.
That's creative. That's creative. That's creative. I like that idea.
Hey,
Yeah.
and this might also, I mean, Kenya, this might apply for you also. Hard work, down in the Buckhead area, which I've seen. There's a fitness spot called F45, and I seen them do some kind of unique. They took a parking lot and basically they spaced it out enough to like exercise and stuff, to have people tap in if you want to do sessions like that. But it's something like you can find a small like strip mall that allow you to take out, that allow you to kind of work in a little small area of the parking lot. You can advertise like that and space your stuff out enough to where people can come in and shop, to where the social distancing is still at 6 feet.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I've seen those things. I've been around Buckhead out here in Atlanta, and I've seen those things work. Like I said, F45, this is a resistance training kind of gym facility that does this. They bring out a little DJ, and they all separate their social distance while they exercise. So I mean, I don't see why the same things can't be done to, for businesses that sell clothing or boutique shops and stuff like that, to where you can actually set it up, station wise, and people still come in and shop and do social distancing. And you may be able to reach out and put it in the trash, reach out and touch some clients or things of that nature. If you find an abandoned parking lot or something, something that you can just do on the fly, something real short. It don't have to be real huge, but something to, people are coming up with real innovative ways to get to the market, for people to see, for people to buy. Especially here in Atlanta, out and look out. Fanatics out there, but gyms are starting to open back up out here. But they're being real creative on how their their businesses are operating. So which I found pretty cool.
Yeah.
Maybe that's something that you might want to look into.
Definitely, yeah, because I want to do another event down there as well.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, out in Buckhead, I mean, even after Deloaf, you know what I'm saying? In the back, we got all that area back there. We can do an outdoor pop-up shop where people are still social distancing, to where people can come in. It don't necessarily have to be inside, but
we've done that in the back. Yeah, we put the tent out there.
Yeah. Well, people don't necessarily have to be inside, but it's all about the atmosphere that we create for the consumer. For our clients, the people that come out. You know what I'm saying? The shoots I've been doing, I got these backdrops that unfold, portrait shots, shooting outside. I've done headshots outside because some people are uncomfortable with being in the studio. I'm good with that.
Yeah.
My 70 to 24, my 70 to 200. I don't have to be up close up on you. I do my shots, and then after that, I post them up on the screen. I got my laptop. You come over, you do your viewing. Okay, you like what you see, and we move forward. As many you got to think with this pandemic. You have to think so far outside the box, and what you do, you may not think people gonna come to, but people right now are so willing to get out.
Yes.
That they will come as long as they see, and you ain't gotta have no elaborate DJ. You be your own DJ. Spotify, Apple Music, whatever, and do a little mix. And as long as people hear music or something like that, that you can attract them to, and something that's worthwhile, they'll come and spend money.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I'm loving that, man. I really appreciate them Jews, man. We got less than 10 minutes. So, real quick, because I have the biggest question, because it's always 50-50, and we still got people that's, staying safe, and then we got our people that's, slowly but surely coming out. Do you believe, and do anyone believe, it's a question for everyone that's on this, on this seminar, and you guys don't have to answer it once, you can hit the chat. But do you guys believe that it's ever going to be the same?
It will. I could say we will get back to the norm. It's just right now it's not designed for us to be back to the norm. But things will get back to the norm to how we know them to be. Some people care about the social distancing. People have the mask. I see them out at the restaurants. Like I said, I do a lot of shooting in Buckhead and Midtown. You'd be surprised on how many people you see out congregating. I think just the way to continue to keep moving is to remain respectful while you're doing these things. And as long as you can create that.
What does that mean per se, though? Like, what does this remain respectful mean per se? Like?
I would just say, like, if someone asks you, or someone say, well, you can't come in without a mask, respect that person's business. Sometimes,
Right.
and I understand this. I understand most people like, oh, so there's going to be this ignorance everywhere. But I just say that if, hopefully it could be done respectfully. And I know it's probably not going to happen all the time, but hopefully it could be done respectfully. I went into an establishment and the person told me, well, you can't come in here without a mask. Okay, I get it. I respect it. It's your business. If I want to spend my dollar there, then I'm going to respect what they say. if I'm not going to respect and don't want to wear a mask, then I'm not going to go in the establishment. Why create something? Why create a situation that doesn't have to be created? You know, until people get to that point to understand that, you know, then we'll be good. But I believe things, it's just going to take time. It's going to take several years. It's all about patience. You know, slow and steady wins the race. And, you know, as I shoot, you know, shoots that I did, you know, if my client want me to wear a mask, I wear masks. If they're comfortable with me without wearing a mask, then I won't wear a mask. You know, you have to understand your client, gauge your client, and then also have the respect, also receive the respect of the client and their wishes that they want to, you know, in my case, you know, shoot doing photos, respect and making sure that they're still comfortable working with me, because in the long run, they're my client. I don't want to lose them as a client, being an asshole, not wanting to wear a mask. So, you know, I do my best to keep every client that I come in contact with.
So Kenya said she believes it will be back to somewhat normal, but it will take some time. And you know, you pretty much touched on that too. So I want to ask Kenya a question real quick. You know, based off her comment, you know, how much time do you think is going to take, Kenya?
I don't know now exactly how much time. I'm not really sure, because I believe like they're just adjusting to what is currently the new norm. And like we have things in place where, you know, you have to wear a mask and things like that in order to come in, because I do allow customers to come in if they're unsure of what they want, but people still are getting used to having to wear the mask. So some people, you know, they come in there like, oh, I don't have a mask, and, you know, things of that nature. So I think that people are just kind of adjusting at this point. Because, of course, we don't want to, you know, turn any customers away, but we also want to respect the rules as well.
Okay, most definitely, most definitely. I want to get Renard input on this real quick. What you say, Renard?
I think it's going to take quite a bit of time to get back to the norm, but until that time occurs, maybe several years, like the brother said. But it's going to be a new norm, period.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be a new norm. So what we used to consider the normal, it's never going to be that way again. That's just my opinion. But the new norm,
I agree.
we're going to keep it flexible with different rules that they're engaging and different things like that. Continue what's working to keep each and every one of us safe and sound through the pandemic to overcome it. Because one thing for sure, two things for certain, like anything else, due to history has a time to repeat itself. This too shall pass. But do I think it's going to be like the old times? I don't. But I think it's going to be a new norm. I do. So I'll keep adjusting myself, as well as our team as a whole, as us, my clients, my customers, new, old, and we'll keep reflecting on and moving out positively, keep the vibe, you know, positive, and do what we need to do to continue to take care of our friends, family, and loved ones.
Most definitely, most definitely, most definitely. Again, man, I want to definitely thank you guys for tuning in, man. This is the end of the seminar. You know, definitely connect with me. Even after the seminar, it's cool too. You know, I love all of you guys, man. Y'all the fam. And I'll talk to you guys next time.